am so tired today. Today is day 2 of Vlogmas. You guys, if you are not on my main channel, Southern Yankee, go check it out. I am vlogging every day for 24 days, all the way up till Christmas Eve. There are now 2 vlogs up. And I am having to, at night, like I'm filming all day, and then at night I'm so tired and I'm having to edit and upload and do thumbnails and tags, and it's a lot. It's a lot of work. I'm sure I'm going to be exhausted. I am going to take the week off between Christmas and New Year's because I think I'm just going to need it. But today I did get the 2 new palettes in from Odenseye. Oh, this one's upside down. They are adorable. I'm going to actually insert just really quickly here while I'm talking a photo of them where you're not going to see any smudge marks because I've been using them. I am finding that I'm using the reindeer palette more than this palette here, but I like the covering on this one better than this. So let's take a close look. This is a snowman palette. So beautiful, guys. It's got gold accents, all kinds of designs and colors. It's got raised prints on it. So pretty. And then when you open it up, you have some absolutely gorgeous colors. I did a green look. I did a look using some yellows and blue in the other palette. I will show those at the end of the video. So pretty, really beautiful. And then the reindeer palette is also fantastic. Look at this. You've got, this is raised here. You've got the beautiful gold accents throughout the little reindeer. So beautiful. So this is, oh, hey, reindeer palette, sorry. And here we go with the colors. Really gorgeous. I am going to show you some swatches, either before or after. I don't know. We'll insert them. I've got to do them all. I think for today, and this is what I've been doing, honestly. I've been sort of mixing and matching the palettes, and I'm going to do something to kind of match what I'm wearing today, burgundy. So I think we're going to go into like this shade here, start off with this shade here. There is a mistletoe shade here, which is like a muted red on this palette. Maybe we'll use a little bit of that. In fact, maybe I'll start with that and then go over with the darker brown here, or maybe I'll start with brown and then go over with red. Let's do that. So let's start with the brown and go over with the red. The brown is called Good Yule, this first shade we're going to use. So and I'm going to use a pretty light dusting of that. Same with the red, because I don't want it to be too red. I do need to put something on my eyes, so I'll be right back. All right, I grabbed a concealer that's really kind of a little bit too dark, which is on the color we're using is on my finger there. That's funny. Didn't know I got my finger in it. It's a little too dark for my skin. I am putting it down here, but we're going to go over with, let's get the red nose going. I got to look like Rudolph using the Hey Reindeer palette. But it's too dark for my skin, this concealer. It's actually probably a good one to use just all over the face, though, as like as a foundation, So, and then let's get our brush. So we're going to start with a Morphe M453. I can't really see too much. So I'm going to use it on my switch. If you don't have these, you can get these now at the dollar store sometimes, and I would recommend that. So let's go into Good Yule right here and tap it off. Let's bring you pretty ladies in. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. There's a hair on my thing. And that you guys are doing some fun stuff. So for Vlogmas today, I'll give you a little hint of what I'm going to be hopefully working on. My plan, anyway, is not always what happens, though. So keep that in mind, because I'm human and and I'm not very good about that. So what I would hope to do today. So I've got to go to the grocery store. I've got to pick up some things. I want to get some stuff to do, like a simmer pot, and I might make some little simmer pot gifts for my family members for Christmas, including my mom and dad, and if my mom and dad, if I'm going to see them, I don't know if they're coming up this year or not for Christmas. They just got back from Hawaii from visiting with my brother, and they're getting older. It's getting harder for them to come in and to travel 10 hours via car. My dad's, I think, 71 or 72 years old, and almost, you know, about to, both their birthdays are 10 days apart and a year apart in February. So they're about to have another birthday. So it is getting harder for them. So, but I might make some simmer pots today. If I'm not going to see them, I'm going to give those to other family and friends that for Christmas, for the holidays. I also want to clean up my kitchen a little bit, but where I'm sitting, actually, we have a new table we're going to bring down because this table is about had it. So I want to do that, just get the table cleaned off so that we can get the new one down out of the attic. It's actually not new. It's something that I bought from somebody selling it on Marketplace. I had it up a while ago. This one's a cute one, and I got it at a craft show, and I love it, but it's breaking and it's just not stable anymore. The other one upstairs is really stable. It's just a solid brown round one, and I am going to put a tablecloth over it and make it cute. We also have all the stuff upstairs as far as we have all the chairs and everything. Okay, so now I'm going to go into that mistletoe shade, which is a red, but it's like a muted red. You can see there's another red in this palette. So here, this is more of like, looks more a little bit more burgundy here. In person, a little brighter than what you're seeing. And then this is a little bit more of like a brick red. And that is what we are going to start with today. And we're going to put that in a crease. But again, I'm going light with it because red on the eye can make you look sick. So, and I haven't used it. And sometimes when you're starting with a new shade or a new palette and you haven't used the color before, it can be darker or lighter than you expect. So always go light when you're beginning with a palette or a formulation that you're not sure of. Natasha Denona, a lot of times her colors are heavier pigmented than they look in the pan. So I know with her to go light. This one I am building up a little bit. So this one is actually pretty good. And I like the way that it is mixing color-wise with the brown shade. This shade, if you're curious, the name of this one is called, I think I told you, Mistletoe. So I am going to still try, even during Vlogmas, to get up these videos as well. I still got to get ready. The problem is Monday through Friday, I'm getting ready early in the morning. I'm exhausted. So it's probably going to be one of those things where I'm filming on the weekends with you guys. I'm going to go get my nails done too. I might have them do my eyebrows too, because I don't get them done all the time. A lot of times I'll just pluck them, and I could do that now, but I'm going to just have them do them because I'm going to get them done today. I do know so that'll be part of the vlog as well. I don't know what I'm getting on my nails. I don't know what colors I want. No idea. So, all right. So when I have my eyes like this, it really irritates me when I can see that I've got like a mess up here. So I am going to clean that up a little bit. I'll be right back. All right. I did a little bit. I didn't do a lot because I'm going to get it done. I'm going to go in with a surprise color now. I'm going in with orange. Orange is good on blue eyes, and I'm going to mix it with this red, and we're just going to see. We're going to see if it does anything. Because it's kind of bright and I'm sticking it in the crease, and it's more of a pastel. You can see it's not the same consistency, I guess, that the other shades were that I used. I think it's good. I think it's going to mix here well. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to play and try things. I do have like a little bit of more than just red in this shirt. I'll show you guys in just a second. Don't forget, after you do your center part, just kind of go back up over all of this. I am going to put a lighter shade up at top just to blend it, but that was something that had nothing on it. So let me back up. So my shirt does have like some kind of like a little bit of orange. So now we have the red and the orange. And I do like to make this is a really, really bright orange, by the way. It's called Fireplace. I do like to mix things up a little bit. I like to do some monochromatic looks. I like to do just crazy colors and looks. I get a little crazy sometimes, but that's the fun of makeup. Like, makeup makes me happy. It's like an expression of creativity for me. I don't do it for anybody else. I mean, I only started this channel because some of my subscribers on the other channel asked me to. They don't feel comfortable doing their makeup. They wanted a little bit of help. And I don't know how much I'm helpful, because I just play and have fun. But even if that's all you do, you know, I'm not an expert. Who cares? Just have fun with your makeup. Have fun and enjoy. Right, friends? That's what life is about. It's too short to not do whatever the hell you want to do. I mean, not whatever you want to do, because like if you have deep thoughts, then go get help. But you know, as far as clothing and makeup and your style choices, like play around, have fun. All right, so now I think for the top color, I'm going to use Goodwill, which is a nice, pretty white shade. I could use Boots too, but I think I need a little bit of brightening at the top. So I'm going to go into Goodwill, which is this like whitey pinky shade. This is in the Snowman palette. So I have been going back and forth, and I think that if you get both, you'll probably enjoy going back and forth as well. To me, it's much more cohesive of a color story getting both of them together. I do think that they were made to use together. They have different shades of both, but I will say, I mean, I'm dipping into both pretty frequently, so I don't know, like, yeah, so we've used in here so far, is this one, the Good Yule, we've used the Goodwill, and then we used Mistletoe and Fireplace, the orange and the red here. So, and this is a beautiful shade too. So you can see that it's a duochrome, it's got color. I may use that like on the inner lid. But I think I want to go ahead with Tradition first, and let's go ahead and get that on. So Tradition is, let me clean this off. Tradition is this, it's like, it just looks like a metallic. I don't think it's I haven't swatched it, a duochrome, but it might be. No, it looks like just a really beautiful metallic, and it's such a good color match for what I have on. That is going to go on the outer edge. I'm going to use this so we don't waste it and put it on the outer here. And that just gives sort of a warm, toasty look to the outside edge of the eye. I may darken that up a bit. The very outer part of the eye, we'll see. I do usually like to have a little bit of a smoky color on inside the eye there. The only really color I could do that with, though, I think in this palette is probably the Good Yule, which we went in so lightly with. So I could probably use that. Let me just look in this palette and see. I mean, there's a darker color, but it's more, it's called Snowish. I haven't used this yet. I don't think this is going to be the right tone. So that's really dark. That's more of an olive green dark. So yeah, let's go into the first shade, Good Yule, and let's just get a little bit of deepening up in here on the outer corner. And that might mean that I'm then taking that Tradition shade metallic into more of the center of my eye a little bit, just so that we have it and we don't lose that shade, you know. It matches really nice with that Tradition shade though, and it helped. I mean, I think that it helped the blend a little bit actually of the matte. But Odenseye has such a great formula, guys. You're not going to have a problem with any of their shadows. You really won't. All right, I am taking this now and going in just a little bit more. So the dark is going to stay up in that outer corner, but I do want this Tradition shade over the entire lid. Not the whole lid, but, you know, good portion. Okay, that's where we're at. I know I'm being slow and just slow today because I'm just trying to play and take my time. All right, so now I want to go in with Christmas stocking because this looks like a special gold right here. Let's swatch it. It just looks pretty. It looks like really Christmassy, doesn't it? And like, look at the sparkle on this sucker. Oh, let's just swatch it. Oh yes, we are totally putting, I mean, oh my gosh, wow. Okay, we're totally putting that on the center of the lid. Right here, friends, because that's stunning. Now, you're going to get more, again, if you use your finger. I'm using a little brush, but just to get a little bit of a twinkle in here. And then I'm going to put that pretty duochrome on the whole inner portion of the eye. But this Christmas stocking shade, oh, wow. Let me bring you in even more because it's just so pretty. I don't want you to miss any of the sparkles of these shades. Because even like when you do them in video, it just isn't as beautiful as like in person. It's so much more impactful in person. But I do think you get the point enough that if you were interested, you could pick up pick up these palettes. I think that there's some affiliate codes out there too. Look for like Patty Alonso, Patty 10 or whatever. I think she has one. I'm not sure who else would have one, but I think she does. All right, so I'm not worried about those little speckles going up in there. We are going to put something in, we're going to buff that out. First, we're going to go into candy canes, okay? Candy canes is the one that I was showing you here that has like the duochrome color. So you can just set that right in. Look at how bad my nails need to be done. Oh, they really need work. And this shade we're going to pull up a little. So now I am going to go in, get it on my brush real good. I mean, look at it on the brush. You can just sort of see. So we're going to get it on here. And we're going to pull it up and fill it in. Just like that. Start with our finger. This is going to become one of your favorite shades, I think. This and that Christmas stocking together are like perfection. And I think they're both in the same. Yeah, they're both in the Hey Reindeer palette. See, and it doesn't really matter because we're coming up so high over, you want all those little extra sparkles that were sitting there, it's fine where they are. Those other colors we put down are just laying down in as a backdrop for all the beauty that we've just added. If you have hooded eyes, you want to come up higher anyway. It's so pretty. Let me see if I move my head if you can see the color shift on candy cane. I don't really know. I'll have to look back at the film. Hopefully you can see it. It's so pretty though. Oh, just stunning. Okay, just stunning. Is there anything we can stick up at the top? Let's do Christmas ham. That is this one right here. Oh, wait a minute. Let's swatch that because that's not what I thought. Okay, that's why you want to swatch them before you use them. Okay, so this is white with a little pink. It actually doesn't have much of a base. It's very flaky, and you got to rub it in. So it's got like flakes that you rub in. I guess we could use that up at the top part of the lid, but it's got like little, can you see this? It's got like little flakes. So you're going to have to like get the flake on. I don't really know. This is an interesting one. It's kind of hard to do. Get it on, and then maybe after you get it on, press it in. Okay, that's a little bit of a formula that's going to take some work. Let me try a different brush. It's very soft, and it's very hard to work with. Yeah, it's just falling off. So you're going to have to press it in. Get it on, and then press. Once you have it on and it's pressed like that, you can probably get the color to come out. I don't really even know how you'd use this shade. All right, not loving Christmas ham, my friends. This is a shade, the first time I'm using it, this is not a good shade. Not that it's not pretty, it's stunning. Where you're going to use this is not where I'm using it. You're going to use this on the top of your lid. Like, for instance, I'll just do a little bit and show you. So if I went in over that Christmas color, like just like right here, you're going to press it in, and then you're going to be okay. I'm just putting it on the lid. I'm not going up with it. Oh, see, there's one of the little, yeah, see, and up here, I'm still seeing those little flakes. So I wouldn't use that. Instead, let's go back into Goodwill and just lighten that back up, because it really didn't do anything. It's not the right spot for it. I got a little bit over here that's poking through. You can kind of see the shift of it too. I really had trouble with it on this side. Okay. All right, so the top of our eye, I guess, is pretty much done. We're gonna go into Good Yule on the bottom now. All right, now I wanna go on the bottom with Candy Cane. Let's see if this little brush will pick it up. So this is flaky as well. Let's stick that back in there, right here. But this one blends so much easier. Maybe if I had used the other one on the lid, like Candy Cane, maybe it would be better because it's really creamy. I'm glad I haven't done my face yet. There we go. Alright, I'm going to take this real quick, clean that a little bit up. I kind of am looking for a little pop of something a little different. Purple. There's a purple shade called Celebrate. Let's just do it. I want to do something that I normally wouldn't do, you know, and this is something I normally wouldn't do. But it's fine to play with on the bottom of an eye. And I actually think it's going to work really beautifully. Kind of think that's going to be pretty. Let's just put it all over like the second half of the eye because it's so gorgeous. I do want to play with this purple more too. Purple is such a pretty color. All right, friends, I will be right back. I'm going to put some liner, my mascara, and then we're going to finish up the face. All right, I'm going to start by using, this is the Lisa Eldra Seamless Skin. This is like a luminizer for your skin and gives you a really pretty glow. You can mix it with your foundation, put it under your foundation, whatever you want. So I'm going to kind of put that on, and then I'll throw the foundation on. We'll mix it all together. And I'm going to use what I know works, which I'm going to get more of this. This is the House Labs Triclone Serum Foundation. Really love this. So fabulous. And we're going to mix that in with Miss Lisa and begin to blend. And I don't know, I put a drop in my eye to see if that would help. I have been getting a little bit of dry eye at night, and maybe my eye just got too dry and that's what that's from, but that almost looks like something else. Like, you know what, it kind of like what is worrying me? There's a time or two where I've lost a contact and I couldn't find it, and I wondered if it was in my eye. Usually they come out pretty quickly when that, and usually I can feel it too. This is a little darker, then I need to get a different shade for winter. Usually I can feel it if I've got one in my eye and I can get it out. But if it went behind my eye and then just came forward, and then it like was like, it looks like maybe a contact was sitting there, because I don't sleep with my contacts and I take them out every night. But there's been a time or two like I've rubbed my eye and then I couldn't find my contact. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it came out, like the contact came out, or if it stayed in and just went behind. That's actually what I'm worried about, because if it came up here, probably I rubbed my eye, it probably came out. But if it was like sitting there on my eye and my eye was dry, I might get an infection now from that. And I do have medicated like antibiotic eye drops, so tonight I'll put those in my eyes, because that's really gross looking. I did just put a drop in there just to give it a little bit of moisture to me, and it does feel better. That's why I'm getting this little, because it's dripping. Okay, so I do like this. I think the skin looks good. I have ordered a new one of these. This is from Natasha Denona. Ouch! Oh my God, that hurt. Son of a... Whew, better. Okay. So I did order a new Love Glow cheek palette from Natasha Denona during the break, because or during the like Black Friday sale, because mine is almost completely gone. So this is the one that I have, and I've used it so much. So you can see I've got pan here, pan here. These two I could still use, but and I'll still use it, but I want to use the new one because because I'm being a brat. Because look at it. And actually, so this one, look at the difference. I guess this must have been limited edition packaging on this one, which is so much better. But anyway, this one's cleaner. All right, so we'll start here. So usually what I'll do for this one, make sure my hands are clean. I usually just will go in with my fingers with the Love Glow part. This is a beautiful, beautiful, like, even, oh God, this is going to be annoying because the eye is dripping from that thing. This is a beautiful balm for your skin, even if this is all you do, because maybe there's days where you just need a little something and you just don't want a lot. And if you have dry skin, you'll love this part of this palette, because look at this, the stunning, subtle, beautiful, soft glow it gives your skin, moisturizing. It is a balm. I don't think it's going to set down, so I don't know like how long this would last if you just did this on its own. But I love the color of this. It's sheer. It's got a little bit of a pretty pink tint to it. It's really great because it holds the highlight down and the blush and everything else that you're going to put after. The color is really pretty too. So to show you what I'm talking about, this is the all over blush. This is like a high diamond shine. It's called Diamond Powder. And then this is your highlight powder, which is, it's hard to read it, Glow Impact Powder. So I'm going to start with the Glow Impact Powder and just show you how it hits the tops of the cheeks. And this looks like it might be a little dark, but it's not. You'll see when I put it on. And it's a baked formula. So like I also do this and it looks like nothing's coming out, but it is. You'll see. And it gives it a nice, beautiful glow. Shine. Oh, I got to clean up again my eye. I should have done that when I had a minute to like lay down and shut my eyes, because I could have kept the eye drop in there better too. And you can do this in any order. I mix up the order all the time. So next I'm going to go into the peachy blush color. This is called Super Glow. So it's going to be, and this is pretty powerful. So this one don't use a lot of, because this adds a lot of color and glow. This cheek, if you use all four of them like I'm going to, it's a glowy look. It's a beautiful glowy look, but it's definitely a cheek. And I didn't use any bronzer yet. I might put a little around the forehead. I just forgot. Okay, now if you're going to use the glitter on the top, the pink glitter, you have to be a little bit careful with this. It can make a little bit of a mess. So it's on here. And you want to like try to kind of tap it in. So this one, sometimes I don't use this one. This one does emphasize some texture, but it's also so pretty. All right, I might have to put a little bit of powder under my eye so that stops. I didn't really feel like putting much powder under my eye. I have beautiful serums that I loaded my face up with today to keep it nice and moisturized today. And I'm going to work really, really hard at putting more water in my body today. I also didn't put any liner on the top of my eyes today, which is not a normal thing I do either, but whatever. So, all right, let's get a liner, line the lips. Probably use this one right here. This is Dirty Little Secret. Who's this from? Rosy Posy. Oh, Dirty Little Secret is the brand, and the color is Rosy Posy. We must have got this in a box, because I don't know even who this brand is. And when I have things I don't know where they came from, it's usually from a subscription box. All right. There, I think that's pretty. I might just leave it just like that, because I kind of like just sort of that look that we got from this Rosy Posy shade. And then I'm going to put a little bit of powder on, just a little, not a whole lot. This is my Fit Me powder I'm using. especially under the eye where I'm having the dripping. And then I like to put the powder right in here because that wears off pretty fast. I think I touch my face a little too much though. It's like my fault, you know? And we'll put a little bit of bronzer on the top of the forehead too. I'm just going to use this cheap bronzer. Bronzer's okay. You can get this at the drugstore. It's not great, but it's okay. This is a Radiance Brick by Rimmel London, I think. Yeah. It's all right, but I feel like it's getting a little bit hard pan. It does have a sheen to it. Let me just show you when you mix it. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it. So, but for what we're doing, it's fine. And for something quick and cheap, I mean, I think it gets the job done. I don't think if you can find a bronzer and a tone you like, you really don't need to spend a lot of money on bronzers. I never do. And the only reason you need bronzer, well, I mean, if you're pale, you might need it for color, but like here, your forehead, I have like a four finger forehead. If you have more than that, you want to use bronzer because it'll shape your face better. Just if you use it up at the top like that. A lot of people will use it like too on the sides of the nose to make their nose look skinnier. Mine is so skinny. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. But I don't really need to. And then under here, you know, people use it in contour to try to like get just a little bit more of a lifted look, like a sculpted look. I'm not really doing sculpting, I'm just bronzing, but you can kind of just do like a mini sculpt with a bronzer too. So I also do like to take, after I do bronzer, whatever is left on my thing and just go over the top. And all that does is give you a smoother base and seamless everything in together. So then spray and done. That's it. Happy day 2 of Vlogmas. Even though we're not really doing Vlogmas on this channel, we are going to do holiday looks and holiday palettes like we've been doing. So this will be in the holiday collection. I'm going to get these swatches inserted, but definitely check these out. These are fun. They're beautiful. They're really, really pretty. I do feel like you're going to get quite a bit of softer looks. Now, some people are like, oh, I don't think this is going to be a good palette for dark skin, but I'm not sure because sometimes those dark skins can use the colors like this on a dark skin because they're more pastel-y and they'll really pop. Same things, I don't know. I mean, I'm a dark skin, so I don't know, but same thing for like something like that. I think on dark skin, that would really be beautiful, right? And you do have some of these deeper shades in here. This is one of my favorite shades. I haven't swatched this one. Let's just do this one together. Okay, so this one just looks like a taupey shade, right? Oh, beautiful taupey shade. Absolutely stunning. Okay. All right. So let's go do these swatches and then we'll finish up and I'll just give you my final thoughts. I wanted to also talk to you about like the shelf life on these guys. So hold on. Okay. First of all, both of them do come in the little outer wrapping, the same as the actual palette is themselves. And they are cruelty-free, PETA certified, and they are good for 24 months. So wanted to point that out. Also, a lot of times when they do the holidays, they come out with, there's like a little gift, and this just came with it. I didn't pay extra, but I think they were while supplies last. So you'll have to see if these are still available, but these are little holiday scarves, and they're so cute. Oops. They are so cute. Here is the reindeer one that matches the front. I mean, you could throw these in a ponytail in your hair, put them on your purse as a little holiday purse decor for the winter. Maybe I'll do that with this one. Let's see. This is the snowman one. Aren't they cute? So cute. Okay, so also it came with a little card that shows both this palette and this palette, and it says on it, "This Christmas may warmth surround you like a fairy tale with snowmen, snowflakes, and deer gently adorning each moment, weaving for you an eternal and enchanting tapestry of verses." So that is that. Let's go ahead. Where did I put? Right here. I got my cloth so I can clean. I can swatch and clean. Let's go ahead and start with the snowman palette first. And then I'll wash my hands and we'll do the other one. So the first shade is called Boots. We're gonna go Boots. And then this one is Celebrate. Then we have Feast. And we have Hugs. I'll show it to you on my fingers too, because I feel, oops, I dug my nail into that one. But here we go. These are the first 4 shades. Ugh, that purple's stunning. It looks like it's got pink in it. I guess it does, purple and pink. How fun was that? That'd be beautiful all over the lid. All right, then we have this brown one. That would be a nice transition shade, this brown color. Like a really nice light. Kind of have to build it up a little bit. And then this one here, which looks like a champagne gold. Oh, very beautiful. That's the one I like accidentally dug my hand in, so let's do that again. And also my pinky swatches always suck. All right. Oh, you see that's flaky. So that's what I'm seeing with, like, the formula is a little bit flaky for some of these. Like maybe the formula's been changed some. I'm not loving that. I love the colors that we're seeing from Odenseye always. There we go, so you can see them better. But I don't like that flaky where that falls off because you lose product and it's just also makes it kind of harder to work with. All right, so next up a Rooney. We have Frankincense, which looks fun. I haven't swatched this one. And again, too much came off on me and it's flaky. So yeah, they did something. These are very soft formulas. Can you see how much came off? I don't want that much. Then we have Goodwill, Mary, and Ornament. So I will say, if like in looking at these formulas, oops, let's fix this one because that stained my finger, that purple one. Looking at these formulas, they need to switch they need to go back to the formula they had, I think, because that made a huge mess in the pan too. So for Frankincense, I'm gonna just show you. Can you see it's made a huge dip in the pan. Looks absolutely beautiful, but it's like flaky and you get too much when you go to swatch. So here's Frankincense right here, right on the bone. Beautiful shade though, isn't it? I mean, you can't complain. And here's that clear Hugs one that we did. This green, I have a look at the end, you're gonna see. I think I used this green. I did a green and blue kind of a look, very pretty. And then you have a darker green here. It's not that dark though, is it? That's called Ornament. So some of those lighter mattes do need building. Now we're going into Snowflake. Let's just do one at a time so I can tell you the colors. This is Snowflake. This is like a pale green. You could do a look with those 3 right there. Then we're going into Sweater. This is another one of those shimmers that's very flaky, and this is more of a gold. And then we're going into Guest. This is the other red one, and Tradition, which we use. So there's Guest and Tradition. So this is more of that bright red. Remember, I told you it looked brighter than it was showing in the pan or in the camera, and now you can see on the swatch it absolutely is. And then the Tradition, the darker bronzy shade that we used on the eye. Okay, so there's your first 3 rows. We have one more to do. We have the color Magic, the color Good Yule, which we've done, and then I use this in one of the looks that you'll see at the end, this beautiful green shade, and then this color Garland. The green, I can't see what it's called, Tinsel, I think. Look at it though. Okay, so let's see what this one does. So this is that really pretty sort of neutral brown, a lot of sparkle. This is the dark Good Yule shade that we used. Darker, it's actually medium, it's not really dark. And then this green we didn't use, but I did. You will see a beautiful photo of this in action on the eye. And then this yellow, let me use a different finger for that because I can't do pinky swatches. There we go. So there is your snowman palette. I'll do it this way. And you can see here there's just a lot of extra on some of these. I'm going to bring you in close so you can really see the sparkle. You can see the extra like up here, like there's just like flaky bits everywhere. I did find that some of this green wore off throughout the day. So use a glitter glue. See, use a glitter glue primer or something on this green shade. If you're gonna use that on the eyes, use a primer for that because it faded for me. And one of the shades right here, like you can see there's a big flake. I think it's this one right here. So anyway, I mean, it's gorgeous. It's like almost like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's almost like, it's really different. I just don't think I like this shimmer formula as much. I think I've gotten beautiful eye looks, so I'm not gonna, I'll leave that on so we can then do them side by side. I liked the formula in the past better where they weren't so flaky. So, all right, so now I gotta use this hand to put on here. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the reindeer palette. We're doing the first color is reindeer. And it's a beautiful pink plum shade. Really pretty shade. Again, they just need a little building up to go. They don't go very far when you're swatching, but they do seem to blend seamlessly, so that's what matters. Then the color Sleigh, which looks like another gold. There's a lot of golds in here, which is good and appropriate for Christmas. There you go. Then we have Greetings, which is a darker mauve. I love this shade too. I used the two pinks in a look the other day. Really pretty. Now we're going into the color Eggnog, which is quite unique. It's like a yellow color, but it's got pink in it too. So let me just show you. It's a duochrome, so I don't know if it's going to show up here, but it does have, there you go. You can kind of see the shift. It's got a pale light blush pink shift to it. Okay, now we're going into the color Christmas Ham. This is one I had all the problems with. It's the one that's extremely flaky. It looks like snow. You're gonna have to press this. This is gonna make a mess. I think the only way to use this one will be really on the lid to get that type of a pigment out of it. Okay, now we're going into Cider, which is baby blue. Like a pastel blue. Right there. Now we're going into Wreath, which I have not swatched. There's a couple I haven't swatched. This looks like a light, kind of a purpley shade, like a lilac or a lavender. Oh, it sure is pretty. Might be pretty with that other dark purple in the other one. Holly is next. That's beautiful, like a cornflower blue. All right, we're in the third roll now. Mistletoe, which we've used. More of a bricky red. Now we're going into Candy Cane, which we've also used. This is a beautiful duochrome. This one is not as flaky. This is like the kind, I mean, a little bit, but not as much. This is a better, like, type of a formula, in my opinion. This one doesn't have a big base, but when you turn and the light hits it, it's really beautiful. And then Ivy, another blue. A different type of a blue. This one reminds me of like snowflakes or like a winter sky, right? Then we have Christmas Stocking. That's the one that has that gorgeous gold sparkle. It's just like a nice, beautiful metallic. Also, it's not chunky either. It's just beautiful. Then we have Bells. I think this was more of like that taupey, pewtery type of a look. Really pretty. Then we have Reindeer, which is the orange that we used. I would have named that Carrot, and I would have put that one in the Snowman palette. There's not glitter in it, but there's glitter on my skin, so ignore that. And then this next one is Presents. This is a gorgeous shade, and it's a duochrome. Look at that. Ugh. I love that one. And then the final one is Snow Wish. And this is a dark shade that looked like it was a little bit more green, but next to the blue, not so much. So it's like a dark brown. All right, friends, so there is your reindeer palette. So you guys have to look at them and let me know which color story is your favorite. But do you see how they can kind of be super complementary to each other? Really pretty. All right, I gotta wash my hands. I took a shower today and I'm all covered in swatches. Hope you enjoyed guys, that. So in closing, I would say that I do give these palettes a stamp of approval. However, I like their formula last year better, and I like the color story a little bit better in last year's as well. So if you're picking between last year's Christmas holiday palettes or this year's, my opinion is I do like this year's or last year's better. However, there's some gorgeous shades. We've gotten some really pretty looks using this palette, and you'll see them at the end. So I hope you enjoy. Let me know in the comment section below. I am going to do more with the other palettes too. There's one with like more blues and stuff, and I am going to do a review with that as well. So all the Odenseye ones will be linked for you, but check it out. Let me know your favorite palette and let me know what color story you tend to be drawn more to. And if you have it, let me know your thoughts, and let me know if you think that the consistency and the shimmer duochromes formula's changed. It seems to be changed, and I don't like it as much as I liked it in the past. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Bye.